two, one. Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
I'm Robbie.
Matt.
Just popping on.
Face reveal time.
And 150 episodes in, we
150
actually have
episodes.
all four of us on camera.
Cheers, gentlemen,
This is
to
a first, everybody.
150
Yeah.
episodes and 100,000 views on YouTube. How awesome is that?
And episode 250, you'll get to see my ass. So, just stay tuned for that. We gotta hit the subscribe.
That's why you have to hit that subscribe button.
Everybody clip that and save it.
Yeah.
For President Forrest.
I just have a donkey next to me, 200 episodes later, so that kind of ass. We're gonna talk about Major has some things planned with us.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quiz episode. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys.
Let's see what he has cooking for
We
us.
did a big old episode celebrating our 100th episode, and we're gonna do the same for 150. We're gonna switch it up though this time. I came up with a little quiz for us to play, going over, reviewing, just some of the stuff that we've talked about in the last 50 episodes. See if you guys can remember what we talked about. Listeners at home, feel free to play along. If you've never heard the show before, no need to turn it off. You've watched the TV show, so you can answer these questions. I feel pretty confident in it. But I want to start off with a banger, and that would be with some music.
British sausage.
We're going to start with some theme songs. The first person to call out the correct answer gets the point. We'll tally up the points, and the winner at the end of the round wins the game.
And they win a Zeitgeist Zealots shirt.
Yeah, and you win a subscribe. You win a subscription.
I'm curious. Hey, feedback's in the comments of the sunglasses.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
What do you think about these sunglasses? Are these good? Are these bad? Can you see everything on Matt's screen?
I'm trying to sit by the window, so I actually have use for my sunglasses, but the sun's kind of going down.
We've been telling him to at least get a mask, and hey, he came on with sunglasses.
I love it. We'll take it. Absolutely.
We'll take it, yeah.
Especially, he's just doing it for the fans. He's doing it for you guys, not for us. All right, are you guys ready to start this quiz off?
Let's go.
All right, we're going to start the first question.
Go ahead, Quasimodo.
The first person to ring in correctly gets the point. Winner at the end gets to win. What is the name of the X-Men's aircraft used for missions?
Blackbird.
All right, points for Tip.
What?
Yes.
Wait, who said that?
Thank you.
It's Forrest.
It was rigged.
My bad. Sorry. Tip.
That was Forrest.
Blackbird. All right.
That was definitely Forrest.
What organization does Maya Lopez initially work for in the series Echo? Is it S.H.I.E.L.D., The Hand, the Tracksuit Mafia, or Hydra?
Oh, Tracksuit Mafia.
Tracksuit Mafia, yeah.
Forrest is just nice, calm, and relaxed as he takes almost a lead. He's almost tied up. Next question.
Crushing it.
What is the name of the secret facility where young superheroes are trained in Gen V?
Godalkin?
The
Godalkin University is
The
correct.
Woods. I thought it was the Woods.
The
basement.
No, the Woods is where they're tested on.
Underground.
Yeah, that's where they're testing the thing. Godalkin is
the secret facility. Oh, it's where it is. So, who is the name of the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates in the Netflix adaptation of One Piece?
Luffy. Monkey D. Luffy.
Forrest is correct again.
I still need to finish watching that.
All right. Here you go, Robbie. Step up your game here because these boys are going to slack. What is one of the main features of Stellar Blade? Is it A, turn-based combat?
the big booty.
Oh, big booty is the actual correct answer, but I've got some more PC answers to give
What's
out
that
here.
actually on there?
No, it's not.
Final
No.
Tap song. Big bottom. Talk about bun cakes. My girl's got 'em. That should be our theme song.
No. Actually, maybe. I like the idea of having an eggplant and wrapped in aluminum foil as you're going through the airport, and you just tuck that in your pants. Spinal Tap. What an underrated movie.
Really? Because when I showed you that when we were younger, y'all said you hated it.
No, I still hate it. This one goes to 11.
I see
Like, it's
Spinal Tap in
nuanced.
everyday life.
Yo, I like the Stonehenge scene.
Oh my god, with the little yeah, no, actually,
Yeah.
You know how often
it
that
is
actually
very,
happens?
very funny. They mix up the feet and
Every
the
time
inches.
you buy something from Amazon,
Ah!
Spinal Tap.
So yeah, boobs was the right answer. Was that you, Matt? Or was that?
No, it was me. It was me.
It was you,
It's always
Forrest?
me.
It's always you, Forrest. All right. Who is the primary antagonist that Luffy faces in the first season of One Piece?
Arlong.
Damn.
Oh, the clown guy was it?
With
Damn, I guess I
No.
should have watched that
that
one.
was
Arlong.
Arlong is
The
correct.
Arlong fire.
Yes, sir. What
Arlong.
was so close, Tip?
Darn.
What
100 points to Tip.
was the controversy surrounding the production of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Was it the lead actor leaving the project?
James Gunn.
What about James Gunn?
He was taking over DC at the time.
Nepotism.
He was fired. And
Yeah, he
went-
was fired, got
Yeah.
called back, and then ended up going to DC. So
That is correct. When is the Acolyte series set in the Star Wars timeline? Was it A,
Wow.
during the Clone Wars, B, 100 years before the Phantom Menace, C, after Return of the Jedi, or D, concurrently with the Mandalorian?
B.
Well, the difference between the Old
That's
Republic and the
correct.
High Republic is the
Yeah,
absence
before.
of marijuana.
Would you say marijuana?
Whatever old people use.
Who
I
is
like
the
that.
main antagonist in Blue Eyes Samurai? Is it a powerful sorcerer, a rival samurai clan, an Irishman aligned with the British Empire,
Irish dude.
or a corrupt
what's his
shogun?
It's got to be an
Fowler. Oh,
Irishman.
Fowler.
They're always
Fowler.
up
It's
Irish
Fowler.
guy.
They're always up to shenanigans.
Abijah. It's Abijah Fowler, I think.
That is
Yeah.
an incredible memory there for us. I am very impressed. Abijah Fowler is correct.
Well, they have really weird names in the UK, like
Great.
Abijah, Obadiah, Elijah. They all
Great
have Jah.
show. Great show.
Yeah.
What is the name of the in-game currency in the Fallout series? Is it Nuka-Cola
Bottle
caps? Bottle caps is correct, Matt.
I never finished watching that.
What?
Oh, you didn't?
Oh, it's
I
good.
fell out of Fallout.
What can players do with pals in Palworld? Only can use them for combat. Only use them for exploration. Befriend, capture, train, and use them for combat, exploration, and farming. Or D,
C.
only trade them with the other players.
C, but Tip got it.
Yeah, you can't trade them. Yeah,
C is
you
correct.
do a little everything.
Look
Tip
at
Somehow
got
I
a
got that
point.
one.
Tip got a point.
Tip.
I got a legitimate point.
Tip has a lot of legitimate points if you listen to the podcast. Puns. So many puns today. I love it. Who does Master Chief meet at the end of Halo Season 2?
What is it you like?
Nuts, bolts, microchips. That was a joke.
Yeah, no, I gathered.
Man, bear pig.
Sonic.
Is it A, the Arbiter,
What?
The
B.
Arbiter. The Arbiter.
Dr. Halsey, C,
Oh, wait,
343 Guilty Spark?
Guilty Spark. Guilty Spark. Guilty Spark.
Guilty
343
Spark
Guilty Spark.
is
Yeah.
correct.
Forrest,
You know,
you
he
can't
was-
just say A, B, C.
I didn't say that. I said Guilty Spark. I didn't say ABC. I said
Alright.
Guilty Spark.
Who,
I
and
know.
I'm looking for the actor's name here. Who is the new Doctor?
Pedro Pascal.
Who is the new Doctor Who?
Shuti Gatwa.
That is correct.
His name
Nice.
isn't
Good.
spelled. His name isn't
Dang.
spelled the way it sounds.
Yeah, it's just Cutie Gatwa, but it starts with an N.
Remember that.
But it's pronounced like Shuti Gatwa, right?
Oh yeah, it is Cutie Gatwa. Yeah, but I think he's a real cutie, so I just call him Cutie Gatwa.
Shooty got one.
What magical creature does the girl ride at the end of Shazam: Fury of the Gods?
Dragon.
Is it A, a unicorn, B, a dragon, C, a griffin, or D, a phoenix?
Phoenix.
D.
B. It was
Ah.
a dragon.
Matt beat me. No. No, I thought it was a phoenix.
Oh, it's
'cause it was
unicorn.
like
It's unicorn.
Ah,
Unicorn.
unicorn is correct. Taste the rainbow.
How would you write a phoenix anyways? It's all fire, so I knew it was wrong the second I said it.
If you're in a fireproof suit, I don't know.
You could be Targaryen.
Targaryen.
Ah! Same time. Let's go.
I thought
What?
Harry Potter wrote a phoenix.
No.
That's why I was wondering if Aegon was going to be burned alive because I thought Targaryens couldn't be harmed by fire. So I was surprised.
So in the
I mean, they didn't
books,
really show
they're
them.
not fireproof, but in Game of Thrones, Daenerys was obviously fireproof. It just we don't know yet.
In the book,
It might
in the
have been
book,
like
it
some
was.
weird magical fire, wasn't it?
I was watching All Swift X today, and he said that in the books, the Targaryens were more resistant to fire than regular humans, but they're not immune to it. That was, I think, a quote. Don't quote me on this one, guys, but what is the name of the desert planet where the events of Dune 2?
Arrakis.
Damn it!
Arrakis is correct.
I hate you so much right now, Forrest.
I thought, or did you say Dune? Because it's called Dune
No,
as
it's
well.
Arrakis. It's Arrakis.
What genre does Palworld belong to? A. Racing. B. Puzzle. C. Open world adventure. Or D. Sports
Yeah, it's
simulation.
open world.
Hey,
Robbie with open world is correct.
Why all the
Robbie
power?
was difficult.
It's like racing. What?
I like these Palworld questions. They're more logic based. You know?
You can sort of like weed your way through them, worm your way.
All right, and so this one's a tricky one, listeners at home. In Helldivers 2, what type of government are the players spreading throughout the galaxy?
Democracy.
Is it A, democracy, B, theocratic rule, C, managed democracy, or D, federation?
C.
C is correct,
Hey.
Tip.
Oh.
Managed democracy.
Maybe I should have played it.
You should play the game. It's it's too late now. But at its highlight, it was an incredible game to play. What is the name
Because of
of
all
the
the people.
ship that the Straw Hat Pirates sail on in One Piece?
The
Is it A,
what's it called?
The
Named
black-
after the guy, the
Is it
sheep guy.
the Black Pearl?
Mary. Going Mary.
Oh, damn, dude, that is impressive. That memory of
Dang,
yours.
Forrest.
I watched the show.
It's all One Piece. It's the only thing he watched this whole 50
So
episode
good
stream.
It's the only series he actually finished all the way through.
No.
It was
Who?
a good show, though. It was good.
It was a great
Yeah.
adaptation. Who are the main antagonists in Shazam: Fury of the Gods? Is it A, the Sinister Six, B,
The Daughters of Atlas.
B is correct. The Daughters of Atlas.
Ooh.
What race is responsible for infiltration of Earth and secret invasion?
The Scrolls.
Scrolls.
Forrest barely nicked you out there.
Fuck you.
What unique ability does the character Marie Moreau possess in Gen V?
Blood powers. You know,
Blood ribbon. Yeah.
blood spears.
Blood manipulation.
Blood manipulation is correct. I mean, that's the actual answer, but he said blood first, and there's no. I'm not. We're gonna family feud this bitch. I gotta give it to Forrest.
I'm gonna throw my challenge flag on this one.
Well, I'm sorry, we have to cut the
Blood
commercial.
powers
You can have
versus
it.
manipulation.
I don't want
No,
to be in
you're
my
good. You're good. You're good.
show.
I'll give it to Forrest.
You can
This
catch.
is a friendly podcast.
You can catch
I'll
up.
sucker punch him later.
In
So
Fallout,
Kingpin lost an eye.
what is the name of the post-apocalyptic government based in California? Is it-
California Liberation. Oh, no.
The New Republic of California.
Yep. Damn it.
I don't know.
You're
New
pretty.
California Republic.
Tip
California
is
Republic.
correct.
Yep, that's Prime Video. He knows what he's talking about.
Which of the following is a new addition in Helldivers 2 compared to its predecessor?
See,
A. It is C.
He wins.
I mean, I'm not. I can't really get upset. The answer is C. If that's
You
just,
sure? You sure you didn't share the
I'm positive. I think that was
page
just.
for you?
That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for you.
Throw it out there and just see if you get it.
100%.
Which actor of Which actors of Guardians of the Galaxy? For the answer, for everyone wanting to know, C was enhanced co-op actions with new enemies, weapons, and environments. Which actor in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is known for voicing Rocket Raccoon?
Bradley Cooper.
God damn it.
Mm.
Bradley Cooper is correcto. In X-Men
Gotta
97,
love Bradley Cooper.
which iconic storyline involving an alternate future where mutants are hunted by
It's a future
sentinels?
past.
That is correct.
Oosh.
is revisited to finish the question off.
But
for
next
the audience
season,
at home.
Age of Apocalypse next season.
I hope so.
I'm
That's
joking.
the best one.
Who is the showrunner and creator of the Acolyte series?
Oh, Headley Predator.
Headley Lamar.
Hello, Lamar.
It's Headley Lamar. It's Headley.
Is Leslie Headland? Is that what you're trying to say, Matthew? What'd you call her? Headley Lesland?
No.
Headley Predator.
Headley Predator. Let's 100% give her that.
Harvey
She
Weinstein.
worked for one.
A personal
Yeah.
assistant. And then Kathleen Kennedy told her to write what you know. And then she wrote the weirdest Star Wars project of all time. What significant aspect does the episode What If T'Challa Becomes Star-Lord explore in relation to Chadwick Boseman? Was it T'Challa leaving the Avengers? T'Challa wielding the Infinity Gauntlet? T'Challa becoming the Sorcerer Supreme? Or D, this was Chadwick Boseman's final performance for Marvel?
D.
D is
Yeah,
correct. That was a sobering moment when you realized that.
We all get we all get a
And that
point
was
in
his-
honor of.
That was his send away there.
Yeah,
And then it was sobering when you found out Kevin Conroy's last performance was in the Suicide Squad game, and then they realized we cannot make this Kevin Conroy's last performance. So they put him in. They put him into Crisis on Infinite Earth, which I haven't seen
embarrassing.
either.
No. But yeah, what they did to Kevin Conroy was a shame. Who are the two main characters investigating the Skrull infiltration and secret invasion? Is it A, Tony Stark and Steve Rogers?
No.
B,
No.
Nick Fury and Talos? C, Bruce Banner
That
and
one.
Natasha Romanoff? B?
B.
That is correct.
Save the world in the nick of time. All right.
Nick Fury of time. In the Netflix adaptation of One Piece, which character is known as the Pirate Hunter and wields 3 swords?
The third one.
Zorro.
It is Zorro. That is correct. It was the second
Is
one.
that
first
serious? Is that like
But Zorro with one R, so it's
right?
not the same.
So I would
Totally
like
different.
a breakdown of how many One Piece questions Forrest got and
I
how
didn't even
much
finish
he's
the
going to beat
show.
me by.
I didn't even finish the show either.
So I see some plot here going.
Well, if you're seeing some plot, you must not be watching The Acolyte. Anyway,
Heyo.
which UNC ship does the Master Chief serve on in Halo, the TV series?
Pillar of Autumn?
Is it A, Pillar of Autumn, B, Forward Until
not.
Dawn, C, Infinity, or D, Spirit of Fire? What'd you say, Forrest?
I said A. But
Nope, that is incorrect.
B.
That is
B.
correct. Yep,
Yes.
that's correct. It was the Forward Unto Dawn.
This is why you go in order. All right.
A, B, C, D. Oh, I went every question. Stellar Blade, developed by the creators of Nier, Automata, were involved in the controversy regarding its A, microtransaction system, B, depiction of female characters, C, B is correct, depiction of female characters. Well, this has been the flashback quiz.
Dang.
How exciting, Robbie! I gotta tell you what, you came in last place. You let Tip beat you, and that's Tip is guarding right. Tip is forcing right now. Tip is guarding right now. Yeah, that's okay, Matt.
Damn it.
Forrest is
Robbie.
tipping.
Matt had a very respectable second place, but Forrest in his just autist memory just wiped the plate with all you guys.
It was all the One Piece.
It was all the One Piece
shenanigans.
questions.
I'm trying to find my broom right now, so I can declare shenanigans. I'll be right back.
Well, that settles it. Everybody grab a broom. It's shenanigans.
Forrest,
that
why,
work?
Forrest mop to
Roger
play with
loves
us
One
like
Piece.
a piece of cornbread and a bowl of beans.
Well, well deserved, I say. Thank you, Forrest, for not only being a part of this podcast, hosting this podcast, but also apparently listening to this podcast. Incredible how you are, besides Matt, probably the person who watches the least amount of television shows, like finishing wise. And yet you had all the correct answers. Very impressive. I'm impressed. For the second half of this little get together, especially because Forrest is about to leave here soon, I just wanted to share the show with you guys. How you doing? Congratulations. Dude, 150 episodes? That is spectacular. That is wild. It's been, we started this during the pandemic, right? And we all survived it. We thrived it. We got out of it alive. We just hit 100,000 views on YouTube. That's super exciting.
What?
Yeah, man. Very impressive.
Is that new sound, Robbie?
No, that's actually wow.
Well, Major, you've really stepped it up in the old editing
Is that,
department.
I don't think that's a default one.
Thank you, Tip. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think that's a default one either, Robbie.
Thanks for all the editing, Major. Appreciate it.
It's been a lot of work and it's been a lot of fun. This is not my first podcast, and it probably won't be my last. I've always steered away from editing. I'm not creative in my mind. I'm not a very creative person. Now, that's fucking changed, obviously. You've seen these damn thumbnails. Holy hell, these thumbnails are looking good. But I gotta tell you, as someone who, like, I never thought I had any kind of, like, artistic ability, just from, like, growing up, elementary school, middle school, high school, you know, you take that one semester of art class, and then, like, your art teacher tells you you're a piece of shit. But, like, you see that painting right there? With the moon and the water and stuff? Dude, I painted that just first time. I haven't touched a paintbrush in, like, since high school, right? And I just painted that.
You
and I was
painted
like,
that?
yeah, I did. My wife and I, we did like a little date night thing. We got
Wow.
a couple bottles of wine, and we painted it. And yeah. So, you know, it turns
You just
out.
need to be drunk, huh?
Yes. Well, yeah. It turns out you just need to try. You just need to. What? I heard a great quote the other day, and it's like the magic is in the work that you're avoiding.
The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding.
And I was like, damn, that's deep, right? Because, like, you know, when you sit on the couch and you're feeling like shit, you're like, there's something I need to be doing right now, whether it's, you know, practicing your guitar riffs or planting more flowers or whatever. And then both. But you're sitting on the couch or you're watching YouTube or TikTok
Like I
or
am
whatever. Now. Yeah, feeling like shit. And then when you actually go out there and you do the work that you know you need to do, you feel so good inside afterwards. And it's like, yeah, just do more of that. Just stop letting the chemicals in the water make you so lackadaisy.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Let's just
Those
let's
gay
get
frogs.
those damn trans fish. Turns out they actually are putting chemicals in the water that's turning the frogs gay. That's wild.
What will Kanye West think?
What Kanye West? Where has he been?
He is a gay fish.
In the ocean.
He's a gay fish. That's good. No, I forgot. I forgot all about that South Park reference. Just because he's done so much crazy shit in the last like 2 or 3 years. All I can say is I hope that he gets the mental health that he needs. And speaking of mental health, when we talk about the importance of mental health, when are we going to talk about the importance of mental health? Like the amount of microplastics in your brain that's like negatively affecting you and your mood, and like all this social apocalyptic shit that's going on right now, like just everyone being weird. You know, it's probably.
Sometimes I wonder, like, what would be like, you know, like, you know, obviously.
What would it be like? What would it be like? That's what I always ask myself.
An idealistic view, but what would it be like to live life, you know, prior to industrialization? You know, just farming and everything natural, and you know.
I mean,
what
there's probably been a lot more wars.
I don't want.
The thing is,
war.
I don't want to be too conspiratorial.
Sometimes with these things, sometimes society does make a misstep, and the thing with the free market is hopefully, slowly, you know, things. It's like a train, you know. There's all this momentum in one direction, right? The economy's like a train. There's all this momentum in one direction with, you know, heavy investment in a certain industry, and it's like, well, you don't want to make that investor broke. Say, like, you know, the United States government was like, oh, wow, you know, Henry Ford, you know, even though he was kind of a piece of shit, and, you know, in today's moral standards, we're like, oh,
right,
he believed all this stuff. You know, like, it still did bring the automobile. So I see the frustration, but it's like a bloody train, you know, all this momentum built in a certain direction. That's why we're not already like driving around in electric vehicles, because it's like all this momentum's already put into oil, and it's like how do you pull that freaking tooth? Even if that tooth is decaying, it's still like able to chew food.
Right.
And
Oh, well,
it's
it's
like
the
burning the
stonecutters.
mouth, but it's like still like you still got to use it, and we still got to like milk every last bit of that tooth before we yank it and put in a new tooth.
That sounds like
Well,
America
The
right
Simpsons.
now. Oh, what were
Yeah,
you
The
saying?
Simpsons told us
dude,
it was the
I've had
stonecutters.
dental
They're holding back
problems,
the electric car.
obviously.
Oh,
Obviously, the
maybe,
metaphor is
well,
very real.
hopefully there is fluoride in the water though to help with the teeth.
But here's the thing.
But-
Fuck that. No. Fuck that. Why? So fluoride has been proven to make you stupider. Why should I become more dumb because you can't fucking brush your teeth twice a day? That's not my fucking problem.
Is either fluoride or in the toothpaste?
Yeah. So why put it in the
you're
water?
Dumb every time you brush your so
No,
you're
no.
dumb already because every time you brush your teeth, you get a little bit dumber.
I don't swallow the toothpaste. Are you swallowing toothpaste? You shouldn't be swallowing the toothpaste.
Actually,
I mean,
your
it's still like in your body.
gums absorb. That's why
all
like
of it out.
dip works.
Yeah.
With
You
nicotine
can't
is when you put a dip in.
all of it out.
Right, but like with
you
the
immediately
dip,
get the effect.
but they put
nicotine through your
fiberglass.
gums.
They put fiberglass in there to cut up your gums so the nicotine can be absorbed in your bloodstream.
You're taking a toothbrush with all these bristles and you're massaging the chemical right into your gum line.
Well, see, now you make me very worried about this. Now I have to go do actual research to see what's going on
Just
here.
go buy yourself some Tom's fluoride-free toothpaste. It'll be fine.
Is that it? Okay.
So
Well,
I feel a lot sharper. Like I've actually used fluoride toothpaste and then the non-fluoride on different days. I'm like, I feel a little sharper today. And of course that's anecdotal. But...
Can't you like have like dental students do your teeth for free? Isn't that a thing?
No, not for free, but for a discounted rate.
Yeah.
I thought it was for free. Like students, you can't. I don't know. I think my I had family like go across like the Mexico border to get their
noise.
And there's some. But yeah, there's
I might
you
go to Mexico.
you just gotta find a cheat code, for these things.
Definitely a weird way to wrap up this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
This is.
I don't even know how we got here.
We are
so
oral health
right now.
Matt, I hate to tell you.
Oral health since day one.
Matt, we're not wrapping up. Forrest is just hopping off.
It's not zeitgeist.
Yeah,
it's not zeitgeist. So it's Chris.
I thought we were gonna split 150, 151.
But yeah, I think next time we probably do tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Yeah, episodes. Yeah.
We can do a House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones. Excuse me, a House of the Dragon, The Boys tomorrow.
No.
Probably.
We gotta do the Acolyte, episode 7.
I haven't seen those. You can do that.
I haven't watched that.
You might do that one.
I only watched the reaction videos at this point. And
only Major's seen the Acolyte.
And no, it does not wrap everything together. No, it is still bad writing. No, just no.
You have to. I would actually say,
denied.
Matt, you have to actually watch episode 7. Don't watch the reaction videos. I have to tell you, there's some taint going on in the industry where it's just easier to hate and it's easier to make fun of and bash. And like, look, if you want to nitpick, yes, it's not fantastic, but nothing is fantastic from Hollywood anymore when you want to nitpick, right? Like there's a part where like they've been on the planet for 7 weeks and the guy, one of the Jedi, the Padawan, is like, like, what are we doing here? Yeah, well, that's a valid complaint. He doesn't want to be there. Anakin wasn't a good Padawan. They're all fucking 13-year-olds or whatever. But it's like, why are they telling him his purpose 7 weeks in? That's like the major complaint. That's what they do on every fucking movie and TV show, right? They're not going to show us 7 weeks of them being there, or they're not going to like show us week 1, like, here, this is the mission plan, and then fast forward 7 weeks. This is just the only thing writers know how to do to loop the audience in, right? It's just because we are bashing on this show that we're bringing it up, but fucking tons of movies do this.
If we're gonna do this, let's do this. They're on the planet looking for a Virgins in the Force.
Yes.
Which basically takes the Phantom Menace and says, fuck you, once again, because Anakin Skywalker is the Virgins in the Force.
I agree. Yeah.
Now, once again, we've completely written that off because fuck that. The Virgins in the Force is something different. Why the fuck is Kalnaka and everybody looking for the Virgins in the Force just aimlessly wandering around a planet?
Yeah.
Especially with a metal detector on, like what the fuck are they doing? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
But that's minutia Jedi work. Like, the Jedi go to these planets and they do collect grass, and it's boring as shit.
In the Force, so it's almost like we have this technology that when we go to a planet, we can scan to see if there's
that's a valid complaint. That's a valid complaint.
Especially when there's a huge fucking mountain with this crazy palace on top of it
Mm-hmm.
that an Imperial records show that we're a mining facility. So we know this place exists.
Mm-hmm.
We can scan for life forms, and we're like, oh wow, people are here. Maybe the virgins in the Force is people, not some moss. We're using a metal detector to what's the point of the metal detector? Does the metal detector detect midichlorians in moss or something? Like,
I don't know.
And then at the end, they get told to return.
Midichlorian.
They get told to return, and so Padawan, who has no purpose, he gets told he can go home. They get to go home, but he's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna kidnap 2 kids. Even after they're told not to kidnap the kids.
Well, they're kidnapping the kids to prove. So he's under the impression that they're only on the planet, and he wants to go home. That's the main motivation. He wants to go home. Look.
But they get told they get to go home. They get told, forget it, leave the kids alone, come back. And he's like, I'm gonna go get the kids anyways.
I will say that's dumb.
His whole point has like, hey, I want to go home. Hey, go home.
That's valid concerns, but we're talking about the story.
I have yet to hear what story? What fucking story?
It's the story. The story of the. All right, so let me give you a little bit of background, and let me preface by saying, as a Star Wars fan, I'm an awful Star Wars fan. No one should listen to my opinion. No one should respect my opinion. Okay, but this is a story of the Jedi's. Hubris, thy name is Jedi. That is what this episode is about. I particularly like, and this is just me as a Star Wars fan, I really enjoy watching the Jedi try to do good, but they're so fucking incompetent. They fuck everything up and they do terrible things instead. And that's exactly what this episode was, right? Like, Soul was just trying to, steal this black girl, but ended up, getting all these witches killed, and the whole place burns down. Like, it's such a Star Wars Jedi story. Because they're not competent. The Jedi have never been competent. They're not good.
The ending, especially, where we've already established that Soul can grab people out of the air because she falls out of the cave in the first episode.
And it's the Force, yeah.
Why is he holding up the bridges and not the people?
That's what I love about it. Because it's so fucking stupid. It's so Star Wars, right? Instead of just holding up the 2 girls, he holds up both sides of the bridges. That's so fucking stupid Star Wars that I love it. That's what I appreciate about it. I love how stupid it was because it was Star Wars stupid. The dialogue was clunky. I will say the acting was fucking awful, right? This young Master Soul or whatever, one of the worst actors I've ever seen. This ADR. The ADR in the episode, fucking awful, right? But
terrible.
You know, it's a Star Wars story.
My wife says I have constant resting bitch face, constant RBF, and I feel I could emote better than the actress in this show.
Amandla Steinberg. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. She
is atrocious.
You know why?
So
you know why she's the main actress, right? She didn't get picked through the audition, right? She didn't make it through all the auditions.
The Harvey's office routine.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically hush money, right? She's been with Disney since she was 4 years old. Like, Leslie Headland wrote this project with her in mind, for her to star in and be the main character. So yeah, when you're an awful actor and you get handed a project, you're still gonna act awfully in it because you're not the best person for the job.
I'm sorry we sent you off on to that island with that creepy old man, but here's a role.
When the stone temple's on fire and exploding and everything,
not great.
Soul can differentiate main OSHA, no problem, because he drops 1 for a reason, and yet when they switch, Freaky Friday or whatever. When they switch, all of a sudden he can't tell until
he gets the name wrong. Yeah, and it's like, how can you not tell? One of them has like a tattoo. A tattoo on their forehead. So dumb. So I agree, right? But I enjoyed it because it's so dumb. It's Star Wars dumb.
Star Wars dumb? That's a new term. Man, that was Star Wars dumb.
Star Wars dumb.
Star Wars dumb is doing the Kessel Run in under 10 parsecs. Not the right fucking unit of measurement, bro. I know you guys didn't have the internet back then, but you had a fucking library, right? You fucking created THX sound or something like you created brand new technology to make Star Wars. Man. Yeah, but you couldn't fucking look up what a parsec measures. That's what I'm saying. Dumb writing from the very beginning.
It's funny how they try to like retcon that in Solo. How they show him like skipping through, like, oh, I'm gonna cut this. You know, you're not supposed to go in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know,
which is all Star Wars has been since the first 3 episodes is just trying to retcon plot holes.
Yeah, but there's
a rogue story.
There's retconning to support the story, and then there's what this is doing, and it's retconning to like.
No, it's to kill the patriarchy. That's what they want to do. They want to kill the patriarchy. And I didn't know Star Wars was the patriarchy. I didn't realize the patriarchy was Anakin. But that's exactly what they're trying to do.
If you look into the subtle nuance of the prequels, and by subtle I mean not very subtle at all, the idea is that the Jedi Order gets so ingrained with the current establishment and the government, they try to become part of, you know, the government. That's what ultimately led to their downfall. And so they are, you know, instead of being this third outside party, you know,
they're big Jedi.
now they're trying to be part of this. So they actually write in the prequels about the Jedi's missteps and why they're not these, while they're trying to do good, how ultimately it doesn't work. And so I think in the prequels, even though I hate the prequels, it does it presents a better story than what they're trying to do in this and anything since that Disney's come out with. But I was thinking, you know, and this is 150 episodes, and I was thinking back on the last year, and you last episode had asked, hey, if you were on this Mars mission, came out, what would you have been the most like surprised by? And look at what Disney has produced in the last year, and how bad consistently it has been.
It's impressively bad.
It like Kenobi, Book of Boba Fett, Mandalorian season 2.5, The Acclaimed, you know, Secret Invasion, Loki season 2 even was kind of very like, it was kind of okay, but you're like, where is this going? It ultimately didn't pay off. The only thing that I really liked was Andor, and
if you could stay awake through it, dear Lord, that was the sleepiest show. All right, so there's this scene in Andor that's probably one of the most beautiful scenes, definitely in Star Wars, maybe of all cinema, with like the skyline when they had like they were passing through like a meteor shower. So beautiful, right?
Oh yes,
and then
yep.
Andy Serkis in the prison in the prison breakout episode.
Is that the one with the mines in the asteroid field?
Yes.
Or was that something?
No.
That's different. That's different.
And it enters into like a cosmic like thing, and so it burns up in their atmosphere, and that's when they use
They use it as a cover. Yeah, because all the guards are like, "Oh, let me go see this," which I totally would too, 1,000%.
Yeah, 100%. You could steal billions of dollars from me.
Yeah, no, not a problem at all. It looks so good. So that, and then Andy Serkis, when he's breaking, and they do a prison break out of that facility on Andor. That is literally the only thing I've ever rewatched on Disney Plus. To this day, I'll stop right now. I'll stop this podcast and I'll go downstairs and I'll watch Andy Serkis be one of the greatest actors of all time for 45 minutes. He is
Loki
so
was the only
good
one I rewatched.
Loki was good.
That was the only show I rewatched myself.
It hurts to hear Matt wasn't a big fan of the ending.
But then you know, also look at the movies that were produced. So the Marvels, right?
I haven't seen it. Trash, probably.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either, actually.
Madam Web.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I mean, Blue Beetle, right? If we want to expand this, I know this
is that Disney.
That's Warner Brothers, but it's still the same kind of like.
It did look interesting, the powers of his suit, but yeah, I did hear a lot of bad reviews on it.
But Phase 4 has been a complete failure, and I feel like Disney plays a huge role in that, and with Marvel.
Yeah.
But also, it's leaking into Star Wars now too. And
Yeah, because
I
culture
think-
starts at the top. They're trying to destroy the patriarchy, and the patriarchy is what your white man entertainment.
I just think it's so. What I feel is that you're not writing to your audience. You're writing to get a bigger audience. You're trying to make it more family friendly,
I like that.
which some
I
shows
agree
shouldn't
with
be.
that.
But like, you're saying, hey, we already have these fans. How do we get more? While completely ignoring what brought the fan base to this in the first place.
And then you alienate your fan base.
And what Leslie Headland or whatever her name is.
That's correct.
She and the main actress said, hey, Star Wars fans are predominantly white male, middle-aged males. And it's like, yeah, we are. I hate to say it. We are.
That's who read comics
so when
back
you
in the
completely
day.
bash it,
Statistics and demographics are like some kind of a weird politicized tool.
There's also a lot of money.
I want to expand
Very weird times we live
the
in.
fandom, but there's a way to do it positively, and there's a way to do it like they're doing it by completely bashing their fan base.
And Matt, you're absolutely right, and it blows my mind because they actually already know how to do the former. They know how to expand their audience organically. It's called phases 1 through 3. You started with this little tiny B character, Iron Man, and by the end of Endgame, every smoking hot model on the planet was watching and talking about Avengers.
Growing up, I fucking hated Thor. I hated Iron Man. I fucking, like, these were, like, very minor, like, oh, the Avengers, screw them. Fantastic Four, I don't care. But what they've been able to do to take these minor characters and make them into, like, a major thing has been awesome. Whether or not I still like them, that doesn't matter.
No.
But they've introduced characters that nobody cared about to what Marvel was at the end of Phase 3. You know, Avengers Endgame, people were, like, literally fucking crying.
Yeah.
You know, when he opened up all the portals.
On your left.
It was crazy.
I just got goosebumps just thinking about it just now because I'm a huge fucking loser. You're absolutely right though. Let's go through. I pulled up Phase 4. Let me go through all these titles. We're gonna do movies and then we'll go to Disney Plus. And I just want to get your opinions, right? Like or dislike. Black Widow. Robbie, we'll start with you. Did you like Black Widow?
It was not really.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that good.
Right.
It was all right, but it was boring, right? And like, yeah, like you had to like smash your nose so you couldn't fucking smell the chemicals, so this guy couldn't mind. It was so stupid. Did you like it? Matt?
Was that a show or a movie?
It was a movie. Black Widow.
I'm joking.
It was okay.
So Tip.
Black Widow. I don't think I graced my eyes with that screen.
That's all right. I don't blame you.
Or video.
Black Widow was written 3 years after it should have been released. We already know the fate of Black Widow, and it just seemed like a blatant cash grab, and was supposed to set up the Thunderbolts.
Yikes!
We're still waiting for that.
Dude.
And I'm actually excited about the Thunderbolts because I love who we set up for Zemo. I love who we set up for, what's his face, Russian guy.
Stranger Things guy.
Yep. So, story-wise, it was just released too late.
Too late. I agree with that. What about... All right, so Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man. Well, let's knock out these three. Rob, what do you think? Shang-Chi, Eternals, and Spider-Man? Shang-Chi, I like the bus battle scene. Thought that was good. Eternals...
I had a few good fight scenes.
I actually did like Eternals.
Yeah. Oh, you like Eternals?
What about
what about Tiamat? What about Tiamat? The giant 5,000-foot statue on the ocean.
We're just never gonna mention that again. That was the one thing that kind of bugged me.
What is this? All of Clinton's murderers?
No.
They did have a little flash of it at one point, didn't they?
So
on the side,
it was like on a screen somewhere. It was a little news segment or something.
Yeah.
What was that in? I remember
Miss
seeing
Marvel
that somewhere.
Miss Marvel.
So the latest trailer for the new whatever movie it is that's bringing out Red Hulk actually has a clip of Tiamat. Yeah. And
oh really?
You will. Yeah. You see him very briefly, so he will be coming back. But
good.
So we have Shang-Chi,
Eternals, the sex scene.
I loved watching Shang-Chi with my kids, but the ending was just a bit too much. The Eternals was a snooze fest. It was almost as bad as Rebel Moon, how we're introducing all these characters, introducing all these characters, introducing all these characters. Oh wait, movie's over. And then Spider-Man. Right? I couldn't even tell you which Spider-Man we're on at this point. So
yeah, I mean, it was.
Are they just retelling the same story?
Was this the Spider-Man with the 3 Spider-Man?
Yeah, the 3 Spider-Man No Way Home. Or they're all going home. Yeah, with that dumb contrived plot line with like Doctor Strange and the spell that's pulling everyone into the universe.
I've wanted to like it so bad, but
it's not.
Anything Zendaya is in ruins.
I mean, he's not wrong though. All right, All right, we're gonna start again with you, Robbie. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, and Black Panther 2.
Ooh, I did like the first Thor.
You like Love and Thunder Thor?
No. The first Thor is
Thor.
I've watched the first Thor multiple times, actually.
Thor 1's good. Thor 3 is great. Wow, Waika Tatiti. Wow. Waika Tatiti. Wow, I can't even say his name. He's one of my favorite directors up until this last 2 years, where he's been completely captured by the woke mind virus. I tell you what, he had that one threesome with Tessa Thompson, and then he just went fucking straight downhill after that. But before then, he was great. That little movie with
Rabbit is
Jojo amazing. Rabbit. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, he was so good, and then he's gone.
Next School Wins was horrible.
Yeah. R.I.P. Taika Waititi. Duh. Well, I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. All right, Robbie. Sorry, didn't mean to take Multiverse of Madness and Black Panther 2. BP2.
Ooh, between those two?
No, what'd you think about it?
Oh yeah, both of them I liked. I'd probably put Black Panther a little over it though.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Tip? Were you able to watch Multiverse of Madness or Thor or Black Panther?
I watched Multiverse of Madness, no wait, did I? Yeah, I did. That was crazy.
With Sam Raimi,
Black Panther,
who's apparently supposed to be directing Avengers 5. Bro, Marvel is fucking cooked. Oh. They're so done. The Russo brothers came back to Marvel.
5?
Yeah, they came back to Disney and they were like, "Hey, Marvel, if you want, we'll direct Avengers 5 and 6 for you." And then Marvel said no. Marvel turned them down. Captain America, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, your best fucking Avengers movies, and you're gonna turn down the Russo brothers? This has to be self-sabotage.
Well, it could just be, they're just trying to capture a new audience. It's a new way.
Well, so Multiverse of Madness was a very forgettable movie. Like, it just felt like it was going through its paces. And I didn't know was that the one where I didn't know where Doctor Strange or what's her name was the main character.
Yeah.
So, Thor: Love and Thunder, I've tried to watch 3 times now, and I have fallen asleep each time because it's literally 2 different movies. Whenever Christian Bale is in a scene, it doesn't seem like it's part of the movie, and I can never get to a point where everything ties together where I'm still awake. So I have tried so hard to watch that movie and just now. And then Black Panther 2 is one of those movies where I definitely watched, but I literally could not tell you the plot or what happened.
It was colorful. I remember it was very beautiful and colorful. They had a procession for Black Panther. Oh my god, yeah. I forgot. Now it's all coming back, right?
First one's good though.
There was that villain. The first Black Panther was near perfect, except for that CGI battle in the end.
It was awesome.
The first Black Panther was so damn good. Let me ask you this: should they have recast Chadwick Boseman? I think the answer is yes. I'll start off by saying we needed a Black Panther. We don't need a Shiri Black Panther or the mom boss, right? We need Black Panther. God bless. Chadwick Boseman was like so perfect for the role, but he passed away unfortunately. I think they should have recast him. I think they should recast Luke Skywalker. What do you guys think? Not from you, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I do understand honoring, a deceased actor, or whatever, but I mean, kind of, the maxim in show business is the show must go on, so it's almost like dishonoring him. It's like, hey, well,
Right? I mean, if
it's
they
kind of like copping out. They're like,
they
oh yeah, well, I
recast-
guess we don't have to do that now.
they recast everybody. Let's Matt brought up Captain America: Brave New World that's about to come out. The president is now played by Harrison Ford because the previous president, he died. He got recast. But is he a new president? No, he's still the same president. And in the trailer they're like, "Oh, I'm still getting used to the new look." And he's like, "Yeah, they said shave the mustache or lose the election." So
that was their explanation.
yeah, so that was a different actor, right? And he was a legendary actor, but he was still recast. They recast Terrence Howard, right? Falcon. They Marvel doesn't have any problem. I mean, that guy didn't die, right? Terrence Howard just got screwed over with his contract allegedly, but Marvel has no problem recasting. It's just kind of weird. It's almost like what Robbie's saying, it's disrespectful, or maybe that was disrespectful that they didn't recast him. It's like by trying to exclude him and make him special, you're excluding him, and now he's special in the wrong way.
So so in Black Panther 2, like he's dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he dies off screen in between Black Panther 1 and Black Panther 2. And they have like a funeral procession. It's really beautiful. It's a good scene. It's cinematically, it's worth watching. But the rest of the movie is just slow and trash and really boring.
I feel we're not even a third into Phase 4, and I think
Why did
that's
they just
another part of
recast?
the problem.
What's another problem?
So you're listing all these movies, and I feel like we're only a third of the way through Phase 4.
Thank goodness we're almost done with
Okay,
the movies.
I think that's the issue too.
It's too long.
I feel there's just too many. So like, what other movies do we have here?
We have Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and Quantumania. Right? So
I have yet to see Quantumania.
You haven't seen Quantumania?
Oh,
No.
Really?
Paul Rudd.
I actually liked it.
I thought it was good.
But the controversy was when they released it in theaters, they did not have a finished product for the CGI, and they actually, when it dropped on Disney, had to update it and re-release it. And so, kind of like in support of all the people who are working 80 hours a week,
I like that, right? And if they don't care enough to put out a finished product on time, why should you care to watch it? All right,
Exactly.
That's a valid question, and you can stand in solidarity with. Yeah, those people are worked too much.
Just there was that article. I swear we shared it on here that you sent out about like the behind the scenes. We talked about it for an episode. The behind the scenes of like what happens at Marvel Studios and just how like awful the planning is and how awful they treat workers.
They don't plan anything out, and then they're like, "Hey, this is what we want. Go ahead and spend 5,000 man hours creating this CGI battle." And you're like, "Oh, actually, we decided to go with a different villain. Can you guys just redo this whole thing by Monday? That'd be great." Captain Marvel 2, I didn't watch it. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was basic. It was good. It's just because everything else was trash around it that everyone loved it so much. I thought James Gunn could have done better. And then Quantumania, I enjoyed. Paul Rudd is charming as hell, but you're right, the CGI was wonky, and the storyline was stupid. It killed Kang. It just ruined all of Kang.
Yeah. And then,
So let me ask you this. We're not going to review all the Disney Plus movies. Or Disney Plus TV shows, but I'm going to list them out, and I want to
list them because I'm really curious.
Yeah. WandaVision. Do you guys remember WandaVision?
Yeah.
Falcon.
I like that. It was
Falcon and the Winter.
Something.
WandaVision was. It was also delayed a hell of a lot, right? But they really piqued our interest. Like that's a good way to launch your Disney Plus platform.
It came out at a time where it was like, it wasn't like too. It wasn't like the greatest thing ever, but it was like.
It was good. It was different,
intriguing enough.
It was new.
It came out during COVID or something like that.
During COVID,
and
So you got WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which we never could even get the name right.
What I call exposition dump.
It's so bad. That's Loki, great. Loki was good.
Loved season 1.
Season 1 of Loki was so good. And I don't know what The
Season
problem
2.
with Matt is season 2 was just fine, and the last 10 seconds when he's ascending the staircase and that smile on his face makes the whole season worth it. In my opinion, I agree. You should just turn it into a movie. This could be masterfully cut down into a wonderful 2-hour movie. I'm with you on that, Matt. Actually, I've changed my mind. What If season 1 and season 2? Don't forget that. Miss Marvel.
I liked What If to some degree because it was kind of like
It wasn't ballsy enough. It wasn't What If enough. It's like What If.
They should have gone deeper.
They should have made it wilder.
Miss Marvel showed the problems with CGI at Disney.
Yes. Oh, and the writing.
Yeah.
The writing was awful.
Yeah.
But Robbie, I can speak on Robbie's behalf for this for sure. We thoroughly enjoyed the learning of new cultures. That was really cool, learning about like the Pakistani history and like the mass migration in India that was going on back in the day, whenever it was black and white or sepia tone, whatever they did. So like that was cool. I always love learning about new cultures. Hawkeye and She-Hulk and Moon Knight.
Hawkeye, no. She-Hulk, no. Moon Knight. I have this very indifferent feeling about it. No is going to be the ultimate answer,
right?
But it had potential.
It had potential. It could have been so cool.
So I give it like a D plus.
It's
not an F.
It's a D plus,
it was
like Disney Plus.
Mummies, which was kind of cool.
D plus is what you give the kid in high school who really did deserve to fail, but you like, if I push him a little harder,
maybe he'll
raise his grade a little bit, maybe he'll get better. So
hey, maybe he'll stop coming with black eyes if I stop giving him all these Fs. What about Secret Invasion? Trash. The worst show of all time.
That hospital scene alone.
It was so bad.
They're brushing him.
So I was actually going to do a bonus question for the quiz where it was about the last episode, the finale and the fight scene. And it was whoever can name the most superpowers that were used
She
gets
did
1 point.
Drax,
Yeah, but she had like the tattoos of Drax. It's so bad. They were just using literal CGI assets. They were just copying and pasting CGI assets onto the person. So
they
bad.
Literally created the most powerful being in the universe,
and we haven't seen her since.
Haven't heard it
no.
since. Yeah.
What's happening here? And then Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which I gotta say I haven't watched.
It was fucking hilarious. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they go to Kevin Bacon's involved, and it is 100% not supposed to be taken seriously, and it is actually really good.
Okay, all right, I will watch it. Oh, I missed one. That's okay. I might have missed one, but we haven't seen Ironheart or the Armor Wars, so I'm still doing better than Marvel is on missing stuff here in Phase 4, and that is I Am Groot. Do you guys remember that little series?
Is that like an animated series?
It's an animated series. It's like little. It's like 5 or 6.
I haven't seen that.
Short little episodes. If you had younger kids, Matt, I'd recommend it to you.
I do. Maybe they did watch it, just didn't tell me.
Maybe. But it's good CGI, but it's dumb story, right? Like I can't remember any of it. I think I watched one. There's like Groot's just like trying to get water, or he's like trying to like get planted or whatever. I don't know. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's a dumb show.
And they did confirm in Disney that the current Groot is not the same Groot, but an offshoot of Groot. So.
Wow. Well, that is mind blowing.
He's not Groot.
Yeah.
It's a seed.
I am Groot 2.0.
He's a different Groot.
That's why.
What?
So.
Let me ask you this, guys. What show? Because we cover all these shows on Zeitgeist Zelts. If you're still sticking around, we really appreciate it. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. What show? And I want to start with Matt on this one, and we'll go Matt, Robbie, Tip. What show do you least want a season 2 of? Is it She-Hulk? Acolyte? No, I'm
First thing that came to mind.
I love it. The Acolyte. I was thinking She-Hulk personally.
Rushed it.
Matt, what about you?
I'm worried that they're going to try to make a second season of Kenobi. With the slowest chase scene ever in Star Wars history. So, I really think they need to get rid of.
Wasn't it Kenobi when he just could have walked around that gate?
Yep,
Mhm.
100%.
Yeah.
But so
That was
actually, so
stupid.
I will say, Book of Boba Fett, I think needs to be done.
Yes. Yeah. The first season, they couldn't even finish the first season. They had to skip over to the Mandalorian 2.5. So yeah, no, Matt, that's a really good answer because the Book of Boba Fett wasn't the worst IP on this list, but a second season would probably be the most damaging to your childhood and psyche, right? To the content that you love.
Yep. So there's this. First off, Boba Fett died in the Sarlacc pit. I don't care how much you argue, he is dead. The Sarlacc got him. But I was actually recently watching a thing about.
Thank you. I agree. The Sarlacc killed Boba Fett.
Luke, if you look closely, kicks somebody and he's like a mile off, and they're trying to play it off now on YouTube as if that was planned and it was a force kick.
Force kick, the worst. I hate it.
So
that's what Star Wars is so bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Star Wars has always been bad.
I buy more into the force kick theory
Except that layout.
Boba Fett getting out of a Sarlacc pit. In fact, George Lucas, in the extended, enhanced, the third different DVD versions that he released, the special editions, had the Sarlacc have a fucking mouth that came out just to grab Boba Fett to prove that, no, he is not getting out of this fucking Sarlacc pit.
Well, thank God for his armor that he mysteriously lost and forgot about in the Book of Boba Fett. Because he survived.
Yep, Book of Boba Fett would be my answer.
I like it. Robbie, the Acolyte, a perfect answer. Tip, what would be the worst thing to cover next year for sequel-wise?
Sequel bait.
God, anything Marvel, really.
Yeah, not good.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel too. So let's talk about
anything Marvel.
Let's talk about the current state of Marvel.
Some new Marvel. Just
up
a new fucking character.
Have you guys seen the trailer for A Brand New World? The trailer
Like
looks
a new
good.
Villain?
The trailer looks good.
Red Hulk.
Who cares about that? My concern is that I don't want to be Suicide Squadded. Okay. Or I guess, like the trailer's really good, but the movie's trash.
You
And
said
I think
the new Captain America.
yeah, the new Captain America.
I want to see more content, like action-packed content based on like real-life historical events. Like they could take these events that might be long and drawn out, and just kind of Hollywood them up a little bit. I want to see some like real historical stuff. Like let's see a animated series on like Caesar's march into Gaul. Or like,
I wonder how.
Did
anybody see Napoleon?
The Crusades would be insane.
I didn't see Napoleon.
Let's go watch that.
For Marvel?
Season, just
for Marvel or for Disney?
Give us
he said
good,
historical stuff.
Solid
stuff.
Well,
I'm asking like
human.
Are you
saying from
let's see a
Disney
series
or just in
about
general?
Tippers, are you trying to get Iron Man to go meet Alexander the Great? Is that what you're saying? Like, is this like?
I didn't know. Disney.
Oh, you're just talking about in general. Well, actually, if you're just talking about in general,
Amazon, that's a subscription.
Well, Tip, Tip, have you seen
Amazon? Make something cool.
Tip, have you seen the new Alexander the Great movie on Netflix?
No.
Well, it took him less than 10 minutes to make him gay. Are you sure you want woke ass Hollywood to go?
No, it's not woke. He legitimately was.
He wasn't gay.
I think that's hilarious. He was.
I'll tell you right now, he wasn't gay because there's no word in ancient Greek for homosexuality.
Wow. So you are so wrong. It is fucking hilarious.
Thank you. Wait. What do you mean?
But yes.
What do you mean I'm so wrong? There's no. Look it up. There's no ancient Greek word for gay, for homosexual.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's so many things wrong.
I'm not disputing.
Things wrong.
I'm not disputing that they had lover boys. No. They did a lot of gay things. They had lover boys. I'm aware of all of that, right? But I'm telling you.
He 100% was. It is well documented that he went both ways. So
well documented. Let me ask you this.
It is.
Well, hold on. Let me finish my sentence, and then you can dispute it, right? When we talk about well documented, right? A lot of people give crap to Christians about Jesus, right? Because nothing is primary sourced, right? The Bible, the earliest books were written 60 to 100 years after his death, right? So a couple generations. The closest thing.
I mean, he was definitely
you're gonna be so upset when you find out about Socrates and Aristotle and all your favorite philosophers from Greek philosophy as well.
I know all of this stuff. I'm very familiar with it, but all I'm trying to do is give you the fun fact.
Phaedrus is a good read if you want to.
That they didn't have a word for homosexuality in ancient Greek. That's all.
So
I know
so
that
you don't have a word for it.
I know they were gay. I know they were pedos, right? And everyone was a pedo up until Christianity. So I understand that.
This is a great way to end the podcast.
Well, nobody was a pedophile until the word pedophile came into existence.
You are technically correct, which is the best type of correct.
That is the best type of correct.
Major plugger.
Socials. You know it, guys. Hey, hopefully you're watching us on YouTube at Zeitgeist Zealots. If you're not, you should find us there. Or you can also find us on Instagram at Zeitgeist Zealots. X and TikTok, we're at Z Zealots Podcast. We're not really on TikTok. It's kind of a shit app. I talked, and my apologies, my IP address, aka me, I've talked way too much shit about China. So I did a comparison. I just posted about this actually yesterday. Excuse me. We had that clip that went viral on Instagram, over 90,000 views, comparing Batman and boobs. And then you go over to TikTok and you look at the same exact clip, 0 views, right? Even mine, I can click on it, I can watch it. It's still not going to count my view. It's very weird. Shadow banning
Batman's boobs
is dope, guys. How do you like Batman's nipples? And is Batman like boobs? Can you get enough Batman? Can you ever get enough boobs? I don't think so. My name's been Major.
What about boobs on Batman?
That's the nips, the pecs.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. Oh, okay. Before we finish it up, because we have to finish up on a Zeitgeist Zealots note. Everyone's favorite Batman. I'll start last. Matt, I want you to go first.
Keaton and
Michael Keaton
in 1989. That is such a the Joker.
Iconic.
Yep.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
And a close second would be Val Kilmer, but the whole thing was Val Kilmer hated it, and he said it kind of ruined his career. And
I'm like, shut up, Mr. Mom. Oh, wait, that was Keaton. Was that Keaton or was that Val Kilmer?
Keaton was Mr. Mom.
Keaton was Mr. Mom, yeah. I don't know what Val was doing.
There's a great documentary on Amazon about Val Kilmer because he has, cancer and everything.
Oh, no.
He can't talk anymore.
Oh, no.
Definitely suggest watching it, but he said that was the worst role he ever had was Batman.
Well,
and that's why he only did one, and he was railroaded from Hollywood because he refused to do a second movie as Batman.
Really?
You should have just done it.
But yeah, Keaton, 1989 is my favorite one.
What about you, Matt? Robbie, favorite Batman? Thank you, Matt.
Did like the Dark Knight.
Christian Bale?
Some of the older Batmans were cool too. A lot of it is in the suit designs and stuff. Was what I was looking at.
That's a big difference there, right? So
some of the actors, there were differences in the actors though, but
I like to talk like this. I like to talk like this. Sorry, Robbie, let me ask you this:
Who had the Batman with the solid neck?
Clooney.
He couldn't
Clooney.
look left or right.
Wasn't it Clooney?
Clooney.
Oh,
it was Clooney.
Clooney couldn't look left or right. Yeah. He had the face. Oh my God.
He's got these puny little arms.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's got
everyone on the internet. The Bat card is the greatest scene in cinematic history.
The nipples.
The Bat card.
The Bat. Oh yeah, because when they're trying to bid on Poison Ivy between him and Robin, and he pulls out the Discovery card, Bat card.
Dude,
he's like, never leave home without it. It's so iconic. It's so good.
Take a drink whenever Arnold Schwarzenegger makes a pun.
Oh,
what's your superpower?
It's gonna be
I'm rich.
I'm rich. That's great. That's mine. Tip. Who is your favorite Batman?
Man, I really like Christian Bale as Batman. I'm not gonna lie, he's great.
He was good.
Just a dark actor.
He was
Where
are they?
I don't know.
It's so good.
How many times did we watch The Dark Knight when we were at Regal?
The Dark Knight is one of the greatest movies of all time, especially for
Dude,
us.
watch this. That
It
was
is one of the best.
That was
It is just one of the best movies ever.
That was a great
actually
time. That was a great time to be working at Regal right there.
That movie was released
Dude,
on
yeah.
my birthday.
Dude,
And
Forrest
my-
took it. Oh, sorry.
My wife, who I was, still dating at the time, got that as a birthday present for me.
Nice!
And so we went to go see that movie and had a dinner afterwards for my birthday, and it was really cool. And
Yeah,
part of
that's
the
a
reason
good
why I ended
birthday
up marrying
present right
her.
there.
So yeah.
Do you want to talk about?
She got me. She got nerd Matt. So
I love it. You want to talk about
Dude, that's
cinema?
awesome.
That is
That's the way.
hardcore wife boards. Yeah,
right there.
women. I know you're not listening because the YouTube algorithm,
Oh, dude, I
the
would
metrics
love
tell
that.
us.
That's-
But
I
that
would love
women,
to
that's
get
how you do it.
Yeah.
That's how you do it right there. But guys, do you remember how amazing The Dark Knight was gonna be? Like they actually had a special release like a year before the movie came out, where they just did the bank robbery scene at the beginning of the movie. Do you guys remember that? Like people like went to go. They put it in front of a different movie, and people just
that
go.
was like back when cinema was just. I think
Hype.
that was like there was a peak.
Yes,
And
and
it's
whole
become
mix-
just the stream. The streaming killed it.
The bank scene was so good.
Something about it.
Ah.
Like there used to be something very special about
the bank
like,
scene's so
when something
good.
was coming out. You knew that it was worthy to get to a movie theater. Like it had to have some kind of level of quality. Otherwise, it just went straight to Blockbuster. That was it. But now we're getting like an all in one, and so like stuff that might go straight to Blockbuster might be hyped really big, but it's kind of like
Lots of marketing,
like,
right?
Like Winter Soldier, that would have been like a straight to Blockbuster kind of thing, but no, it was like this is what we got, baby. This is the headliner,
And it was
like, oh, okay.
damn amazing, right? But you're absolutely right. There's a lack of like a cultural phenomenon in movies anymore, and
It's just different. It's different. It's changing. We're getting a lot more quantity,
yes.
and we just have to sift more.
I would
To sift.
A24 with the quality. Quantity is bullshit.
A24 with the quality is amazing, but that's what makes me worried. Didn't A24 just get like so they've changed their strategy? They're now going after like mega blockbusters instead of these more niche products.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried about what's going to happen with A24. But hey, it's the same people, hopefully, right? So maybe they're just applying their brilliance to a larger scale. I can hope.
Good,
Tip-
good people in the right place.
you have
is
an
really
ex-
what makes the big difference.
You have an excellent point, Tip. Every time I go on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere that's showing videos, right? And someone inevitably posts the old Star Wars, prequel videos where they're like the fans are like being let in to the movie theater,
literally,
or they're
you
coming
watch
out.
the
And they're
trailer.
excited. Yeah, they're so excited. Like they're screaming, like yeah, like it's Star Wars. They're so excited. So people online, they're like, "Why do you care so much?" Like, you don't like the Acolyte? Oh, the Acolyte's bad. Oh, Episode 8's bad. Why do you care so much about Star Wars? Because bitch, I'm being robbed of these events, right? I don't really care if you're making a bad TV show because I can just turn away. I can just look away. I can just turn off. I can just change to a different channel, right? But there is a loss factor that's happening here, that they have made 5, 6, 7 Star Wars projects, and they're all fucking trash. They should be all amazing. Imagine what life would be like if Star Wars was great. Imagine how
There needs to be
cool.
something like less cartoony with it, or something. It needs to be like shot with a different camera, maybe.
All Dutch
Well,
angles to mature it up.
Yeah, just like get like I don't know, a different director. Get somebody's vision. A different kind of look. Forrest would know the look. Something gritty, Americana. Like a little
Mrs. Lucas, get
like,
George Lucas's
I wanna see a
ex-wife
little,
back.
Like, blood trickling down the cheek, and like I want to see real tears.
It's a bait for next time. So
Yeah, we'll finish up here.
good.
I'll tell you my favorite Batman. Cop out, Kevin Conroy, you motherfuckers, of course. And then it's Ben Affleck. I know, I'm the worst, guys. I know. I picked.
I'll second you on Ben.
Dude,
Affleck.
Ben
He
is
a good Batman. He's a
the
good Batman.
best Batman of all time. He's drinking,
Batman.
he's working out, he's doing CrossFit, he's fucking sexy. He's not having sex
Yeah,
though.
Val
Kilmer.
Conroy was the voice of all our Batman shows. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the voice I know.
Yeah.
So,
And then the
He
old Batman
does-
that comes
he does
out
do
in the
he does do a
Multiverse
great
of Madness. That's pretty funny.
And then
Ben Affleck did a good Batman.
just to cap it off, number 3, Will Arnett as Lego Batman. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but he
100%,
he
My
fucking
kids love him.
nails
Love
the
him.
character.
100%.
He nails
Yeah,
the
100%.
character of Batman. Will Arnett is so good. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching us. We really appreciate it, guys. 150 episodes, over 100,000 views on YouTube.
Thank you,
This
everybody.
guys,
Woo!
humbling thy name.
We got like
Is
a
you,
couple hundred
the
views
subscriber.
in just a few days, didn't we?
Yeah, we've done a couple thousand views. Oh, we've done so great. Like it's been spectacular. We've done this podcast since 2021, and
Having
we
trouble with that 500 view wall on a lot of them now.
even the podcast, YouTube, help us out. We got subscribers on every episode, but just give us a little more love. That's all we need. You can help give us some love by commenting. Thank you, Tip. I will, and I'll try to amp it up. Comment down below, leave us a like, subscribe if you really like this, but like leaving a like or commenting, that really does help out the algorithm. It tells YouTube to send this video out to other people, so we would really appreciate it. And with that being said, thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your week. I'm Major.
Oh yeah, I'm Robbie.
And I'm Tip.
I like how Matt has forcefully moved his way up. He's like, I know I'm always in last, but like the last 5 episodes, he's like, no, I'm skipping place.
Skipping Tip.
Yeah, I'm skipping Tip. Like this is how Matt moves. Matt is moving up in the world of podcasting. He sees the success of the podcast. He's like, I need to be at least top 3 credits. I need to work my way up to top 3.
I got the headphones and the microphone now.
Oh, you do. All right. Well, you guys have
I'm
a
wear my glasses.
great night. Oh, I love it, guys. All right, and I love you guys. Subscribe. Take care.